We'll go straight. Before we take the closing remarks, let's just hear from our Honorable who wanted to give us some observations. Honorable, you may now speak. So now we are proud to the end of business.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I thank God you did not forget me. So I was about talking about scrutiny, visibility, and then invitation of guests. Maybe I should add document proofreading to sum it up. So listening to the appointments committee on how our MPs are appointed, because we don't do elections now, I think we can solve part of our problem at the scrutiny level when people voluntarily apply. What sort of scrutiny do we give there so that we know the kind of people we are bringing here? So at the end of the day, we don't spend time recruiting people or perhaps giving people application and then the house is empty. So perhaps we should look at the scrutiny at that level. Then visibility, the visibility of the Youth Impact Parliament. I think I have the belief, the firm belief that with the current house that we have, we are going to make ourselves more visible than the Youth Impact Parliament was before. I'll urge all of us that anytime there is a call, I think it is only prudent that we respond to it. Then invitation of guests. We've actually invited guests for programs of this particular Youth Impact Parliament, but I think that sometimes we should look at guests who have been through similar procedure. They appreciate these invitations the more. The likes of Okujeto Ablakwa, Mustafa Hamid, and co. They have been through this. Okujeto Ablakwa was NUC's president. He is now in the parliament. Mustafa Hamid, SRC president. They've been through this. The current MP Mohammed Suparu of Upper East, if I'm right, yes, was PUSAC president, been through this, now in the parliament. So if we are able to scrutinize to know the kind of people we invite, those who have actually been through this process and they appreciate it, they are going to extend our work to perhaps where we want it to be. Then lastly, I'll talk about document proofreading. I don't know if we have a committee in charge of our order paper, a committee that proofreads our order paper, because going through it, I found some grammatical inconsistencies that I think moving forward, we should perhaps proofread it, give it to fresh eyes, so that at the end of the day, when we start documenting and having our Hansards and all that, we should have a solid work done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And then to add, honorable members, okay, Honorable Kendall wants to add to read. So let's give the mic to her. Switch on the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. My name is Kendall Elizabeth Mante, Youth MP for Domi-Abrabom Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I don't like the way you are being partial in the House. When it comes to the introduction of youth MPs from the majority side, you recognize the fact that they have been student leaders before, they have occupied positions before, and when it gets to the aspects of the minority, you don't do that. Yeah.
Honorable members, let me put the honorable member to order. I stated that you give your name, constituency, and add something. I didn't state that you must state your positions. So when you
were a backing vocalist, mentioning speaker of this, seconding to this. What happened to ours, Mr. Speaker?
I am not at fault.
You are at fault.
I created, honorable member, you are accusing the chair.
Yes, because we are your children and you are being partial.
Order, please. You don't throw rebuttals at the speaker.
Mr. Speaker, don't use your power to overshadow me.
Honorable members, my ruling. My ruling on this is that I stated that you introduce yourself, name, constituency, and say something. So if you fail to state something, I am not the cause.
You are the cause, but I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Please.
Please finish up. I'll call you later.
How did you groom or let me say, how did you share the minority and majority positions? Is what? No.
Please, do you mean caucus or position?
The caucus.
Oh, it was purely discretional and also based on the details that you provided. We're also looking at sharing the gender as well. So it was caucus, and then also we're also ensuring that there'll be almost an equal number of regional representation. So it was discretional. Discretional based on all those. Okay.
Let me leave it
or
here.
You want to join majority?
No. No.
As you can see, the deputy executive directors are equally on each of the caucuses. So maybe I think you want us to send Faith to that side. Faith, should we send you to the other side? Okay, so...
No, I don't want.
So please, let's hear from Honorable Elikem. He has something to add.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. I would say what the Honorable Member of Parliament for Domi Abra was talking about with respect to the designation of members of Parliament for the various houses was only a quest to know. And I would want to appreciate you for the fact that you have given a very beautiful explanation to that effect. Mr. Speaker, I also want to state that it is also a beautiful opportunity for members of the minority to know, and for the members of the House to know, that the minority has the co-founder in charge of the foundation, Youth Impact Foundation, with us. The co-founder has been a member of this university, Ho Technical University, served in various capacities from Hall, President, became Electoral Commission PRO, became a NASPA President, and currently the School Management Committee District Chairman for Agotime-Zopi District. And this is a man on the ground. And so I just came from my constituency, touching base with my constituents over there. Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, when you look in the gallery here of the minority, we have Honorable Mante Kendall, who served as a WUCOM of this prestigious university. Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, we have over here Honorable Vixen, who served as the Vice President of the Whole Technical University SRC. Right Honorable Speaker, we do not only rant with rhetorics, but we show working. We have over here the former financial officer of the Whole Technical University SRC. Right Honorable Speaker, to round it all up, I would want to say that we have the Chief Imam of the Whole Technical University SRC. Also, Right Honorable Speaker, as the primary motive of the Youth Impact Foundation to groom leaders, we are pleased to introduce to the House an aspirant of the Whole Technical University SRC elections, Vice Presidential aspirant, Honorable Vanessa.
Honorable Elikem, this is not a campaign ground.
Right Honorable Speaker, I am not in any way campaigning for any candidate. But Right Honorable Speaker, I would want to say that we have here in the minority the current Miss Wezo for Whole Technical University, looking so elegant and beautiful. We have the beautiful women and we are obviously handsome men. Right Honorable Speaker, I know after this sitting, every member of this house will be WhatsApping my pictures. We have the CEO of Mensa Studios as a minority MP. Right Honorable Speaker, is it not surprising that I have risen and I am speaking so fluently and beautifully? Because we have a poet who is a member of the minority caucus. And he is ably educating all the members of the minority when we talk of grammar. And so you wouldn't have members of the minority rising to speak and having some fumbling. It can only happen in the majority caucus.
Yes, Honorable Elikem.
Right, Honorable Speaker, to round it up, I would say this is to indeed round it up. Right, Honorable Speaker. My name again, Raymond Elikemagbo, and also the Deputy Youth Organizer, hopeful for Agoti-Mezofi constituency of the National Democratic Congress. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member of Parliament for Agoti-Mezofi. Before I'll give the opportunity, Honorable members, order.
No.
Order, Honorable member, have I called you? Honorable members, order. Order in the House. Honorable members, it appears minority has triggered majority. So
yes, we need
before I give an opportunity to just one of them to create a fair opportunity, let me introduce the man who designed our beautiful posters we are seeing. It's in the person of Mr. Dollar Gladstone Mariner. Felix Studios. Felix Studios. So, Honorable Member for Ningo Pram Pram, please, you have 5 minutes to do whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
Honorable Member, order. On the plea of minority, I'll give you just 3 minutes. And then we go. Please, let's go.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and the guest house. Mr. Speaker, if you give us 3 minutes, which we are the majority, of which I'm the leader of the House, it is not fair. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish to proceed without your permission, because we are we. Mr. Speaker.
5 minutes, let's go. Honorable members, order. Please, we want to close, so let him proceed and then we'll close. Please proceed.
Because I want to say that if you can't beat them, kindly join them and don't regret in the future. The minority has called for a war that they can't finish. And talking about their members with leadership roles, I beg to differ, and it is very sad that they called for this war. Myself, I'm the only person who has served 2 times as Speaker, the first Speaker of Parliament HTU SRC has ever had in its whole history. Mr. Speaker, we have a Deputy Clerk of Parliament of the 2nd Parliament and the Deputy Public Relations Officer of SRC in our midst. And he also equally designed this beautiful background you are seeing there. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, we have a former Chief Justice in the House. Mr. Speaker,
honorable members,
Mr. Speaker, we have a former SRC president for the School of Hygiene in our midst. Mr. Speaker, we have the current Speaker of Parliament of US SRC in our midst. We have an aspirant contesting for the organizing secretary for HTU SRC HTU. Mr. Speaker, to top it up, we have Adaklu Vice President, Adaklu Hall, Vice President, the biggest hall in the whole of the campus, Hall Vice President here. In fact, the whole of the Volta region. Mr. Speaker, we have Theophilus Binding. He is the current first deputy speaker of HTU SRC Parliament. He equally contested and lost, but in God we trust. We have the Speaker of Parliament for NTC Parliament, Whole Nation Training College in our midst. Mr. Speaker, I wish to introduce Honorable Adechas Swakwe Felix, Speaker of the Second Parliament of HTU SRC, former committee chairperson for Sports Committee during Elijah's administration. Mr. Speaker, we beg to differ to say that we have Reynolds, former SRC president for EPUC University. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, order in the House.
Mr. Speaker, to have a fair grounds, we have one of the branch chairperson for one of the branches in Ketu South Constituency. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I wish to let the minority know that for the first time in the history of HTU as a whole, we have Joshua Kagbo being the president of Mauli Hostel, the only female hostel in HTU. And we have him here. And the vice president of the Computer Science Student Association. What shall I say? Mr. Speaker, for all what I know, he has had a lot of positions.
Honourable member, be concluding for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, he is the current youth organizer for Ikwanta South Constituency. You see? Mr. Speaker,
Honourable members, order
Mr. Speaker,
in the House.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to introduce Honorable Gidi Evans, the current chairperson for Project and Asset Committee of HTU SRC. And it was very sad for the minority to stage this particular war because the current president of HTU SRC and the current member of the governing council in our midst, in the person of Samuel Kisi and Pedu. And Mr. Speaker, to top it up, he is the current MP of a constituency that houses almost all the most prestigious universities we have in Ghana, namely University of Ghana, GIMPA, and UPSA, of which none of the minority members can account. And Lancaster University. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for your attention. And I know... Good. You see, Mr. Speaker, I wish to introduce former Promas president. We don't have any departmental association president among them. So, Mr. Speaker, in the future, I wish to send a word of caution to the minority.
Honourable, in conclusion. Honourable members, order.
Yes, Speaker, since they've called for it, I'll give it to them.
In conclusion,
please, we have our way. We have our way. We have Honourable Pegita Abina, former clerk to Parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, I should be telling you that the parliamentary business of the second Parliament is going to be kind of that the minority will run away from this particular chamber one day. Because having speakers of parliament, clerks to parliament, CJs, president, among our legal luminaries among us. It is very important to note that, Mr. Speaker, the minority has trouble. And I wish that from here, Mr. Speaker, they will be calling you to reshuffle so that they join the majority currently as we have here. Because the current caucus.
In conclusion,
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable member, in conclusion.
Mr. Speaker, to conclude, I wish to say that the majority is highly cooked, power-packed, and highly spiritual. And of which, if the minority attempts to stage this war in the future, it is very going to be. I thank you for the attention.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, order. We proceed with item 17 on the order paper. Closing remarks by Speaker. All too soon, our inaugural sitting has come to